Well, you and I have been chatting about the space for a while now, and we've noted that a lot of countries, a lot of central banks, are already working actively to explore CBDC, but no longer, as you know, proof of concept. It really is that use case. And, I kind of go back to what they did, literally an airdrop of red packets of CBDC or DCEP, the digital RMB in Shenzhen, just 15 minutes north of Hong Kong, as one really critical experiment to mass adoption. Where are we in terms of speed to mass adoption? I guess, as you look at phase 2 with the HKMA, how quick are we going to start seeing all of these digital currencies actually end up in our day-to-day transactions?
I can't speak for the HKMA. I guess we see a very strong momentum for some years, and I guess all the central banks today are working on CBDC today. I think 80% of the central banks have CBDCs on their timeline, and Asia Pacific is definitely very active to find use cases, and I guess everyone is getting closer and closer to go in production and going live. And I think China is probably stimulating the market overall. So if we look at the history of CBDCs, I think there was early on some research being made starting 2015, 2016 by central banks, but just maybe not with a clear agenda or timeline on how things will roll out. And then comes in Libra. Of course, Libra has been covered at forecast, and it has been also some kind of catalyst to accelerate the conversations. And maybe the new catalyst or the additional accelerator is this DCEP launch in China, which will really probably just push up the agenda of CBDC at the highest rank in many central banks. So I'm very convinced that 2021 will be the year where you will see more and more people having CBDCs in their wallets or within their businesses, and probably something people will not expect is that a lot of people in the market will be using CBDCs hopefully without even noticing. We hope that the industry will be designing an experience and will integrate CBDCs within the existing infrastructure in an elegant way so that people will benefit from it without having to go through a new learning curve, going through new apps and all these things. So I think it will be a very strong progress, but probably also an elegant and discreet progress in a way. These CBDCs will be part of our life without everyone noticing really.
Can it be complemented by the private cryptocurrencies like the Bitcoins and the Ethereums and all of the stable coins, et cetera, et cetera? Can it be complemented by what we're seeing in DeFi, what we're seeing in alternative coins with CBDC?
I guess it's everyone's choice. You might want to pay with your credit card. Some other wants to pay with their cash. Some other wants to pay with coupons. So everyone can have the choice to choose to use the national currency of their jurisdiction, or maybe experiment and look at some other alternative. But I think the choice is there, and the market will decide where the use cases are best. But there is definitely also a very strong momentum in these privately issued stable coins. And there is as well some part of the market and niches which have an appetite for digital assets. We see regulation changing also. If you look at Hong Kong, the SFC has been active and recognized what are digital assets. They are working on integrating digital assets within their regulations framework and the industry framework. So all of this is being written, and I think in parallel. And are they complementary? I don't know. Will they coexist? Most probably.
What's going to surprise us this next year? As you are deep in this region, you are so connected, and you are at the forefront of a lot of these initiatives. What is going to surprise us, in your view, this next year?
I think what will be surprising is to see the financial products coming our way in different forms and much more affordable. So CBDC will enable a lot of things, and CBDC will probably come. That's for sure. But then there is a lot of activity in the bond market and retail bond market, and I think this is gonna be very concrete in 2021, and people will get access to products which were not available to them before, and these products will come to them on new rail, which will be most probably very comfortable to use, very easy to use, and this product will be traditional product which comes in a new digital way, enabled by blockchain technology. So very exciting 2021. The 2020 has been complicated. 2021 will be hopefully more simple to handle for everyone, but certainly exciting as well.
Well, you just hinted at something really interesting here, because as we know, the debt market here in Asia is robust, but traditionally, while there is a big facet of going to your own people for raising money, there's also going to foreign markets. But if blockchain can enable a trusted peer to regional government transaction in the bond market, it lets nations tap its own people, its own emerging wealth class.
Absolutely. And if you look at the way these kind of products are issued today, the way they are distributed, there is a massive space for improvement. And I think the industry is dying for it. The market has an appetite for this kind of fixed income products, but yet the experience is not there. So we can feel a very strong appetite from the industry to pull in the technologies such as Ethereum and consensus stack to enable a much better experience and also easier access to this type of financial product.
Charles, always great to connect with you. It was great chatting with you. Thanks for the latest update on HKMA phase 2 of its CBDC project, its role within the Greater Bay Area, and then of course China. So all of that, it's just exciting to be in this part of the world to just watch it all. Charles, thank you so much.
Thank you, Angie, and see you at the Hong Kong FinTech Week.
Absolutely. We'll both be there. And thank you everyone for joining us on this latest episode of Word on the Block. I'm Forecast Editor-in-Chief Angie Lau. Until the next time.